Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for joining us here this day as we gather together to recognize our OCU School of Law graduates for 2020. My name is Jim Roth. I'm also a graduate of OCU School of Law, graduated in 1994, and today it's my privilege to serve as the Dean. To our graduates, I know this is not the graduation you envisioned, nor did we, but today's virtual celebration is a precursor to the in-person graduation we plan to host with you as soon as your health and safety will allow. And by a large majority opinion of our graduates, we know you'd like to enjoy your in-person graduation once your bar exam is complete. Even more reason for us to gather and celebrate together. Well, you've made it. Finals are over. Your writing requirement is submitted and behind you. You've navigated the last 3 or 4 years together as a group and this last lap under pretty extraordinary circumstances, and we are very proud of you. So please relax, exhale, and settle in wherever you find yourself enjoying this from a safe distance and hopefully still feeling together. We are here to celebrate you and your awesome accomplishment. And I would like to also welcome our staff and faculty that might be joining us today. Thank you so much for all that you've done along the way to assist each of our graduates. I know you're also very proud of their accomplishments. We have 119 graduates receiving their Juris Doctorate this year. The students in this class come from different states, of course, and also represent over 40 different undergraduate institutions. Yet they've come together and they've accomplished their Juris Doctorates together. To the faculty, each of you has played a key role in preparing these students to become lawyers. You've helped with their successful development, and you've also helped them through some failures. You've gathered together as a group and you've helped them get across this finish line in extraordinary ways this year, and I'm grateful to each of you. I know that these degrees are being conveyed to each of these graduates on behalf of the recommendation of the faculty of the law school, and we thank you. To the special guests that have joined our program today, thank you so much for joining. As soon as we asked you, you said yes, and you've submitted your video as a way to pay tribute to our awesome graduates here at OCU School of Law. And we are grateful to you and to the leadership that you provide our community and the legal profession. So now, settle in, as I mentioned. Please do so safely. Gather around and feel the togetherness that we hope you feel today as we celebrate you and all that you've accomplished. Congratulations to the class of 2020 on your historic graduation.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Jade Pebworth, and it's been an absolute pleasure to serve as this class's vice president. Today, we are done with law school. I don't know if I ever thought that this day would really be real, and if I did, it seemed so far away, but it flew by in a blink of an eye. I could have never imagined jumping through the hoops that we have, not only the rigor of law school like all the other people that have their JD, but especially finishing law school during a pandemic. I know now that there is nothing that the world or the future or anything could throw at us that we could not handle. We are more resilient than I ever knew, and I'm so thankful to be a part of this class. Until our actual graduation ceremony, I hope that all of you stay safe and are able to celebrate you and all of your accomplishments. Until then, toodles!
Hey everyone, my name is Abby Hood and I'm the class of 2020 president and the Student Bar Association president. I have just a couple things I would like to say to my graduating class. I have been with you guys since 2017, and in just those 3 years, we have grown from strangers to acquaintances to friends to family. We made it through contracts with Professor Lady, 1L here. We made it through 2 law proms. Don't fret, Roaring Twenties lives on when we have our grad party. We made it through countless exams, longest yet shortest 3 hours of my life. We made it through a pandemic, and we made it through Tiger King, Carol Baskin, you know the rest, and we made it through law school. You are the strongest people I know. You give so much of yourselves in all that you do. Community service, hundreds of pro bono hours, and all while a law student. Not to mention the weddings and the new moms and dads we added to the mix. The resilience and perseverance you have has shown to everyone that you will be the best the legal profession has to offer. I have been blessed to know you all, and I am thankful to call you all my OCU Law family. Thank you for allowing me to represent our class and our school. I couldn't imagine working with better people. I know we will all go our separate ways, but I do hope we can all be together again for our in-person graduation. I'm proud to be a part of the OCU Law class of 2020. For all my Elwoods girls, we did it! Congratulations, and I can't wait until we all have our real graduation. Thanks.
Graduates, families, friends, I have 3 points to share with you today. First, we will miss you. One of the fringe benefits of teaching is spending our days surrounded by energetic, enthusiastic, earnest young people who want to make a difference. Your eagerness, your enthusiasm helps keep us young. Your desire to make a difference in the world inspires us. And so that means today is a bit of a sad day, for me at least. I remember when you first came here, helped plant you as seedlings. Remember watching you, I hope helping you grow into saplings, and now that you are getting really interesting, you're pulling up your roots. You're moving away. I've spent 36 years of my life planting and tending orchards I will never see. I will miss you. Second, remember the skills that you have learned. If you and I and my colleagues have done our jobs, you have skills that few other Americans have. You know how to read carefully, precisely, thoughtfully. You know how to write persuasively in a technical area. You've learned how to speak in front of large groups. And in all the hours you've spent in a classroom, listening to faculty and listening to your classmates, I hope those hours have taught you how to listen carefully, to listen with your full attention as you think about how the words that you're hearing can make a difference for your client. Again, remember as you leave us, you have learned valuable, important skills. And finally, third, you will make a difference in this world, though perhaps not quite the difference you expected. Many law students come here because they want to be heroic, like Atticus Finch, that small-town lawyer in To Kill a Mockingbird, who puts his career, puts the lives of his children, puts his own life on the line to fight hatred and racism. You do walk in the footsteps of some heroes who came before you. One of those, Rick Rescorla, class of 1975. On September 11th, 2001, yes, the September 11th, 2001, Rescorla helped get out 2,673 of his co-workers from Tower 2 of the World Trade Center. And then there's Sandra Mitchell, class of 88. She is Deputy Commissioner General for the United Nations Relief Works Agency, which means she is responsible for the education and the health of 5 million homeless refugees in the Middle East. But while you walk in the steps of heroes, never forget that there are quieter ways to make a difference in the lives of someone else. Atticus Finch, for example, even before he stood up for Tom Robinson, he was making a difference for his town because he could draft wills so tight that no one could break them. And so too, when you interview and listen to one of your clients and that client's desires for what happens to their property after death, when you write a good, tight will for that client, you'll know that client is resting easier, knowing his last wishes will be carried out after his death. You'll make a difference when you listen to and advise a small business owner how to protect a company into which she has put heart and soul over these many years. You'll make a difference when you listen to and then help an 8-year-old child escape an abusive home. And, well, I hope that you have noticed as I've talked how many times I've used the word listen. That's because the older I get, the more I realize that sometimes just listening to a client, Listening with full attention, without judgment, without comment, can make a tremendous difference to a client. In short, as I've gotten older, I've realized that lawyers and law professors sometimes, much of the time, talk too much and listen too little. So now it's time for me to do just that. Congratulations to all the graduates. I will miss you.
Greetings, class of 2020. We are so proud of each one of you, and we extend our heartiest congratulations to you, your families, your friends, your loved ones, and all of those who have supported you and encouraged you along this journey and who celebrate with you today. In normal times, I would have the honor and privilege of reading each of your names as you cross the stage, shake hands with the dean and the university president, and bask in our collective admiration, joy, and celebration. That's my favorite 90 minutes of the entire year. As the Dean of Admissions, when I read your applications and your personal statements, I was treated to a glimpse of your deepest longings, your highest aspirations, and some of the challenges you encountered. You inspired in me, and then our faculty admissions committee, and ultimately in our entire law school community, a confidence in your potential and your ability to make a difference in the world and an impact on our law school community. You have not disappointed, and we see the realization of that potential today. Whether you came from a big city like Chicago, like Janki Patel did, or a small town in western Kansas, like Darian Martinez. Whether you moved to Oklahoma City not knowing a soul, like Anissa Paredes or Khadija Kenyatta, or you were a lifelong Oklahoman like John Toll. Whether you're a first-generation student or you come from a family with generations of lawyers. Whether you started law school with a family like Trey Carter or Will Blocker or Tiffany Shipman or Madeline Vasquez or Elka Mayes, or you started a family in law school like Kelsey Baldwin. Whether you worked all day and came to law school at night like Jessica Cox, or came to law school after military service like Tommy Gross Nicholas. Each of you has had an individual, unique journey, and you have all persevered like no other class in the history of this law school. We're so proud of all of you. And yet, the work is not done. Graduation from law school is just one step on this long journey. And in these times, in times of uncertainty, we need lawyers more than ever to ensure justice and equality in allocation of resources and to ensure the civil rights and civil liberties of an ordered society. That's the work ahead of you. And I have every confidence, and everyone at the law school has confidence that you will accomplish this work as lawyers with the same grace and strength and intelligence and determination that has brought you to this day. So I can't wait until I do get to announce your names in the company of all of your classmates and your loved ones and this law school community. But until that day, know that we are so proud of you, beloved class of 2020. And now some very special speakers have some words for you.
Oklahoma City University School of Law Class of 2020, welcome and congratulations. I'm so glad we have the opportunity to gather together, even if it's virtually, to celebrate this magnificent accomplishment. Of course, this last semester was not like we expected, and I am so proud of everybody and the way they responded to this challenge. I'm proud of our faculty and staff for changing the way that they deliver instruction in the course of a week and still manage to keep everything on time. But most of all, I'm proud of you, our students, and how you responded and got yourselves to the finish line. You know, whatever applications you need to fill out for the future, whatever your future endeavors might be, know that you can triple check the boxes for resiliency, for tenacity, for flexibility and willingness to embrace change, and for thriving under pressure. And believe me, those are characteristics that are going to stand by you and do you well for the rest of your life. I look forward to the time that we can celebrate together in person. But in the meantime, I wish you well, I wish you good fortune, and I know that because of this tremendous education you got at Oklahoma City University School of Law, you are going to go out into the world and do good. Congratulations and go Stars.
Hi, I'm Susan Shields, President of the Oklahoma Bar Association. On behalf of the more than 18,000 members of the OBA, it's my great honor to congratulate all of you as 2020 OCU Law School graduates. Graduating from law school is always a special event, and I think all lawyers remember taking that very last final law school exam and the joy and relief of finishing law school. This year especially, having your graduation virtually because of COVID-19 is, I'm sure, a day you will never forget. Being a lawyer is an incredible responsibility and privilege, and I wish all of you the best of luck as you embark on your careers in the law. And for those of you planning to start your law practices in Oklahoma, remember that the OBA will be here every step of the way to help you on your journey. Well done, and congratulations once again on behalf of all of us at the Oklahoma Bar Association.
Hi, this is David Holt, the mayor of Oklahoma City. This is not how we expected to celebrate your graduation from OCU Law School, but nevertheless, the accomplishment is still an extraordinary one, and I'm very proud of you, and I say that as an alum of OCU Law School. You know, when I graduated, if it's any consolation, I had to leave the hospital where my wife had given birth to our child the day before so that I could collect my diploma all by myself. So unusual graduation ceremonies is something I understand. But we are very proud of you, and I say that as an alum, and I say that as your mayor. You've been a part of our community now for the last 3 years or more, and I sincerely hope you'll remain a part of our community. You have a fantastic education now, and you have an opportunity to serve this city and to serve the legal system here in the state of Oklahoma and here in the city of Oklahoma City. I hope you will consider that. Regardless of what the future holds, you know, I hope we will always have a special place in your heart here in Oklahoma City. You certainly have a special place in our history, and I hope you will build upon that in the days, weeks, months, and many years ahead. So congratulations, we're proud of you, and go Stars.
Congratulations to the graduating class of OCU Law School 2020. Greetings from the Oklahoma Judicial Center. My name is Noma Gurich, and I am honored to serve as the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Oklahoma. Wow, what an amazing and unique time. You have just finished the most unusual semester of law school in history. You will always remember this graduation for that reason, but you will also remember as you go through your legal career that this was a big time of change. The practice of law is a very time-honored and essential profession. It was no more essential than it has been in the last several weeks. You will have changed so many times in your career, and you need to embrace it. Don't be afraid of doing something you've never done before. Get used to it. You've learned how to be a critical thinker and a problem solver. Have confidence in your ability to do something well. And I think that the real measure of a good lawyer or judge is to be able to face adverse times and not feel powerless to solve new problems. So build your reputation for honesty, courtesy, and respect and trustworthiness. That's the most important goal you can pursue as you enter the practice of law. Again, congratulations, graduates. I wish you great success.
Well, you did it. You made it to the end. More importantly, you made it to the end of an incredible journey. The future ahead is very bright, but I hope you know as lawyers, we have an outsized responsibility to the community around us. So congratulations to each of you, to the loved ones around you that have been supportive, that have listened to you vent, that have provided a meal, given you a hug, shown you the love, all of the village that's helped you get to this point. Congratulations to each of you. Because I care for you all so much, I'm willing to sport this cap and let you know it is now time to move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations. See you soon.